What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're having a wonderful Saturday night. It is time for some racing here as the drivers get ready to look at one of the best things you can see out there. That is your countdown to green here for the Hrt2Heart Motorsports group. Much love to everybody out there. Hopefully you're all having a better night than a lot of folks out there currently going right now. Kind of a huge thing happening across the media, and thoughts and prayers to the family out there right now. We'll address that in just a second after we talk about what we've got going on here tonight. We are located at not Michigan. That's not Michigan. I don't know why that chain didn't change. That happens. What a sweet opening video. Appreciate you, Went. Much love. We are at Nashville Super Speedway. That was supposed to all be changed, and I don't know why it didn't, but you know, things get goofed up. Things like that do happen, so I do apologize, but we'll make sure it's right for next week. Nashville is ready to go. We are countdown to green here for Hrt2Heart and the iRacing platform. All brought to you by TilleryAuto.com. We are going to be looking at pretty darn snazzy and pretty much ready to go. It's going to be a good time. I'm thrilled, and these drivers are pretty much locked in for the final 3 races of the season. Here's what we've got going on today, week 10 of 12, as we were tackling the 1.3 mile length concrete surface. It is a tire eating track for 120 laps, 4 tire changes, 1 fast repair. Track temperature at 78 degrees at qualifying here as the drivers finish up for the Buchanan weather report. 78 degrees on the air temperature, 45% humidity, clear skies, 2-mile-an-hour wind. And all this brought to you by TilleryAuto.com. Need a brand new Chevy, Buick, or GMC? Make sure you get out there and check them out. And we'll play their commercials right now.
Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Thank you to both of those fantastic sponsors for the series, for all the commercials and everything they have going on. I would address everybody face to face and say this out loud, because we live in one of the greatest countries in the world. I'm a huge patriot. I'm a huge fan of the United States of America. What we saw today, for those who don't know, and this is my only delve into politics that you're going to hear me talk about. What we saw today happen to former President Trump is absolutely appalling. And we as a nation need to come together and be better than that. I don't care what side of the aisle you vote for. I don't care what your political stature is. You should never go out there and try to take someone's life. It's not yours to give. So please, by all means, be kind to one another. Make sure that you guys take care of each other, because that is absolutely 110% the most important thing you could do. Make sure that you guys take care of each other out there as well by being safe, and check your surroundings and take care of each other. Also, on our platform, we don't talk about politics. Politics doesn't belong on the racetrack. It doesn't belong on what we do. And so that will be it. That will be my statement as it goes. My thoughts and prayers to the family that lost their lives and those who are in critical condition at the hospital over in Pennsylvania. I hope for speedy recovery for those individuals, and of course former President Trump. And shame on America for shame on these citizens that think that they can take this into their hands. So that's where I'm at with it. That's my statement on it, and that's how I feel about it. I vote a specific way, but it's none of your business. Just like the way that you guys vote is none of my business. So please make sure that you go to the polls and you do vote. That's the biggest thing that I can say with that. So with that being said, We don't allow political paint schemes on our stream, and we try to keep away from it. And I will continue to do so. Much love to you. Thank you to everybody who is out there. We're going to talk about what we've got going on. So there it is, folks. That's how I feel about it. Here we go. Starting grid for Hrt2 Heart, presented by AlanTilleryAuto.com. It is going to look as such. We race number 10 is going to start with Scott Cazenave to that pole position. Don Milkowicz is going to be there. Outside pole position. Row number 2 is going to be Brad Dove and Dan Del Palo. Rusty Robinson, Michael Butler is going to be there. Row number 3, Dan Cullison Bones. Mr. Robert Peters is going to be there. Row number 4. Row 5 will be Bud Light Mike and Robert Dudley. Joe Flack, BJ Lane the third is going to be out there in row number 6. Row 7, Chris Roberge, Greg Langford, James Borden. The 15 drivers in today's race. 120 laps here as the pace truck's going to dive in. Thank you to all of our sponsors as we get ready for some green flag racing here at Nashville Super Speedway. Bobby Joe's out, and we'll hope to see him back in the mix here very soon. We're green. Cazenave with a good start to the race. Down to the bottom side, 25 is going to be in the middle mix. 25 set it. Ooh, a little free for the 19. 25 to the bottom. Brad Dove, Roland Butler coming off pit road is had to start from pit, so we'll see what's going to happen here as Brad Dove running the Mark Retchen paint scheme that we love so much. Rusty Robinson, short track specialist, is going to be there in tow. We'll have a big run off the corner. A little wall tap back here for the 19 of Milkowicz. Dudley in the 49 trying to push his way forward. As we'll see what's going to happen here. Dan DiPaolo is going to be there in the 74. Little Mountain Dew action on board with the Camping World truck. I'd like to see it as the Alan Tillery Chevrolet drops into the corner. 14-25, Rusty Robinson up 2. Biggest move of the race already. It's going to be Dudley. As we'll see, Butler flows back into the Branch Chevy Silverado. We have a few Toyotas. Only Ford in the field. It's going to be Bud Light Mike in the number 47. As Mike holds on to 8th here, he's going to be up 1 spot. Cazenave, 29.99, fastest lap of the circuit. And the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to burn your tires off too fast. I do apologize about the music still being on. We're going to get rid of that. Those things do happen out there with me because sometimes I just forget. You know, I get grooving. That's what happens. I'm going to close down some programs here because we got some programs still open that are not supposed to be open right now, so I don't know why I left them open, but you know, those things do happen. So yeah. Cazenave out front. 29.98, his fastest lap. Brad Dove, 1/16 of a second back as they would work. Rusty Robinson, 1.2 back for the 5. Dudley again up 6 as the 12 of Dan Cullison gets to the back bumper. Again, one faster pair for the drivers. Means that they're going to be able to seek out and try to find some spots. 2100 I-rated driver for Dan Cullison. 22.58 for Robert Dudley. Corner for both of these drivers down to the bottom side. NASCAR, 12 slides up in front of the 49. Very close to getting freed up, but there's the 49 there to the inside. Back to the crossover move. We'll see what these drivers are going to be able to do here. Stan Cullison tries to hold on. 49 all the way down to the yellow line. It's going to be able to clear. Oh, gets a little net code bump from the 12. Crossover from the 12. 49 on tow. 12 back to the bottom side. And this battle allowing him 12 up into the wall, up into the door of the 49. As now the 19 goes to work. 49 back to the outside. Corner exit goes to the 49. 19 to the inside, 3 wide. 19 all the way to the bottom. Now back to double file as the 19 of Don Milkowicz goes to work. Down to the bottom side, 49 trying to pull ahead. 2.6 second difference here, 6 laps in. They're going kind of hard. 12 into the 19 there. Dan Cullison gets a little door. We'll see if he tries to pull back in and get himself back into the mix. This is a track that momentum is everything. When you get into the corners, you either want to set yourself up for corner entry, you want to set yourself up for corner exit. And right now, corner exit's going to be the viable option, especially on newer tires. Dan Cullison up 1 spot, still working. Roberge up 5, trying to get to the back bumper of the 74. There is the Monster Energy Chevy Silverado of Chris Roberge, the nicest Canadian you're going to meet. Driver cam's on today, and we appreciate it. There is Mr. Dudley. He is white-knuckled and ready to go. He is focused and driven as he digs down into the back straightaway here and lap number 8. And moving on. Beef Jerky Unlimited providing our driver cams. I'm missing a driver cam. Hold on. Hold the phone. I'm missing BJ here. That's who that's supposed to be. Bear with me. Dun 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 dun. Bam! BJ. Right on the Steak and Shake logo. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. All on tap for every one of these drivers. We appreciate what those drivers are doing. There's the Ellen Tillery logo back here for BJ Lane III. We appreciate that very much. And we'll see Greg Langford back here at the 07 on board with that driver as they push down to the back straightaway. He's got BJ Lane right in front of him. That truck looking a little bit free into the corner. We'll see if this setup is going to work. Drops all the way down to the bottom side. 99. He's the 3 right there as well. That's going to be Bones. Bones putting on the energy. There is Roberge. Roberge up 6 spots. Is tied for the biggest win of the race currently right now. Would win that time because he started the furthest back. We'll see if he's going to be able to get to the back bumper of Dan Cullison here. He is the nicest Canadian. He went in and had some dental work done here recently, and he is back on cam. Love that guy. Is the nicest Canadian you're ever going to meet. And we appreciate 12 laps complete this time by for Scott Cazenave. As we'll see, there is Mr. Borden on the old giggity number. Got to do it, folks. We got to play it. Got to play it. There it is. Giggity. That's it. That's the giggity number right there. The old 6'9", giving himself a good little action here. We appreciate what he, a little free off corner straight away. He's good to go. He's ready to rock and roll. A little Hrt2Heart Motorsports flag back there as well. We appreciate him running the merch that we have out there. How about Brad Dove in second, 1.7 here. That's the gap between he and Cassidy. This is going to be about tires. He's getting tied off corner exit there. See him manage the throttle. Rusty Robinson, 3/4 of a second back, pushing it into the corner. See it a 1.7 second deficit. We'll see what Brad Dove can do here. Oop, bounces the tires off the yellow portion of that apron. You don't want to do that. That's going to free the car up or free the truck up. And that's what we're hearing out of that truck right now. And then there is your race leader, Mr. Cazenave at number 14. 1.8 second lead over the field. As tire and fuel strategy will be everything for today's race. If it runs green, that's going to be the exact measurement that you're going to look at for every one of these drivers. Appreciate everybody being out there. You know, the best part about what we do here is being, well, a part of the community that you folks have given us. So we thank you very much for being the best community in iRacing alive. I'm telling you, you folks are just the best. Really are. Really are. All right. And then there is Mr. Mike, the only Ford out there. He is white-knuckled lived. As you see right now, Robert's trying to clear in front of Mike. He's got the 12 to the outside, but here comes Bud Light Mike. Mike to the bottom side of the race line. You see just where these drivers try to push. Mike down to the bottom. Roberge to the back bumper of the 12 in front of him. Roberge try to get there. Mike just will have to be patient. That's exactly what we're seeing out of that one. It was old Bud Light Mike giving it working. Entertainment value, to say the least. I gotta get that logo fixed. 98, 12, Roberge. We'll see the 47 there. We'll try to drop to the inside. Roberge might have to think about trying to make this pass to the outside. 47, long list on the bottom. Mike in tow. This little 3-pack working on it. Brad Dove, 2 1/4 between he and Cazenave, and Dudley is a little faster here as the 2200 I-rated driver tries to come out and get his next win here. A win for Dudley would be absolutely perfect. Pit road entry is going to be one thing you're going to have to manage here, and that's a huge factor. Rusty Robinson in the 5 truck drops back to 4th, is still up a spot on the field as Dudley going to be up 7. Roberge trying to maximize that as well. Does have the back bumper to the 12 all the way down to the bottom side. 98 looking to the outside maybe. Might have a run. We'll see. Yep, he's there. Roberge try to make that pass, gets into the corner, and we're going to the roof cam of Roberge as he clears the outside lane. And Cullison on the inside, try to hold on. Roberge will try to take that spot away. And will do so. We'll see if he'll be able to break into the corner here. He's going to be heavy breaking into the corner, down all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. Roberge up 7 now as he tries to work his way forward. 1/16 of a second difference between Brad Dove and Robert Dudley. Brad Dove running the Mark Rutchin paint scheme that we sent over to him. Big prayers for Alan out there, Alan Wretched, and our Jefferson City family and friends out there in Jefferson City, Missouri. Much love to Mark and all the fine folks over there, and we appreciate you very much, and we appreciate all the support that you folks have going on. Steak and Shake is an icon when it comes to what we do on the Signature Esports and what we do. Let's go, Budgie. It is really sad, absolutely, out there on Twitch. Much love, Budgie. Big let's go. Thank you to everybody for being out there. I don't like making political statements, and I just won't do it. We want to make sure that everybody knows that we're all about continuing to be the best in the business when it comes to iRacing, and in racing there is nothing more politically driven than just driving your manufacturer. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. I was talking about Steak and Shake. This iconic staple is a restaurant of choice for a lot of people out there in the United States. And if you haven't heard of it, well, you're missing out. That's for darn sure. If you do have one near you, I encourage you to go out and try one of their shakes, order some fries on the side, or maybe have one of their delicious steak burgers. Steak and Shake, American-made, famous for steak burgers. Buchanan Resort is a family-friendly, full-service resort and marina. They're conveniently located 2 miles south of Highway 79 and 12 miles east of Paris, Tennessee. Let them meet all of your relaxation and vacation needs, whether it's for a fun-filled lake day or a week-long family vacation. Or maybe you need to take your corporate retreat. You need to get over and see them for some boating, fishing, and relaxation on the naturally beautiful Kentucky Lake and Tennessee River. Find them at BuchananResort.com. Book yourself today. It is still that time of year. We're in the 100 days of summer. Make sure you check them out. There are links in the description out there on YouTube. Make sure you find all of those links, including the ones to be able to be a part of the Hrt2Heart Motorsports Truck Series. They are going to be recruiting very soon in the next couple of weeks for season number 3. Yeah, season 3 with me. And I encourage you to check them out. They're going to be a ton of fun. If you're looking for a brand new 2024 Chevy Buick or GMC, then look no further than Alan Tillery, the best and newest selection on the market. And if you're in the market for the hottest cars, trucks, and SUVs in Central Arkansas, then Alan Tillery has you covered. Go to AlanTilleryAuto.com and make sure you check them out today. You can also shop online any one of their selections, and make sure that you go over there and you do say hi to them, and make sure you say hi to Scott because, well, you know, Scott works there and he's a legend, and that's pretty much what I have to say about that. Yeah, all good stuff. If you haven't done so as well, folks, make sure you reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support what we do over here. Consider subscribing. If I've earned your subscription, then I appreciate you. Of all of our, I was looking at channel analytics, and I hate to be that YouTuber that says it. As Dudley gets around Dove holds on to third right now. I hate to be the guy that says it and does, but just a consideration that 68.7% of you are not subscribed to our channel that watch our live streams, I encourage you to get out there and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us to get to that 100,000 mark, or I can get a plaque and give it to my daughter. That's pretty much what's going to happen there. Dudley trying to close in his last lap, 31.59. Casadave does have clean air, so he is going to be able to work. Borden's going to be the last driver on the lead lap currently right now, 26 seconds behind. He is trying to work. Bones is going to be just ahead as the 24 seconds try to hold on. 32.43 his last lap. Borden just a touch faster here. Butler's going to be 31.94 as Butler in the 8 tries to get himself a little bit more speed. Fastest driver of the racetrack currently is your race leader, but Greg Langford has figured something out. The 07 has really started to press forward on this racing surface. Casadave's going to be out front, 29 of 120. That's how fast we talk. That's exactly what it is, right? That's what we try to do. We try to make sure that we continue the iRacing platform. And I want to thank iRacing for, I don't know who did it or why they did it, but if you didn't hear, iRacing had a DDoS attack just this past week. And I don't know who they are, but they need to quit that stuff. iRacing is iRacing, man. We love our iRacing platform. Robert's about to battle it off with Rusty Robinson. Milkowicz trying to work his way back forward to the 19. He's trying to play catch up to Brad Dove here. His last lap, 31.7, 31.68 for Brad Dove. Brad Dove needing to search for 31.4s right now. And try not to burn off the tires too much, because that's going to be the factor here. This track, you're going to be able to run 45 to 52 laps when it comes to the fuel cycle and a full fuel range. So all good things considered. Top 3 nights so far for Brad Dove as they try to work. All right, Dudley 1.3 ahead and trying to play catch up to Casadave. Casadave just ran a 31.5 or 30 laps in, and these trucks are starting to show up. Roberge on the back bumper of the 5 here. Roberge 31.68. Mike just ran a 31.62. These drivers are really starting to put their energy in. BJ Lane to third. The old 99 Hrt2Heart Motorsports Racing truck has taken shake all over to that one. We appreciate the drivers running, the sponsors, and just one of the guys out there putting this league on. We can appreciate it here. Going out for some lap traffic, 14. Playing catch up here to the first driver that might go a lap down. James Borden will go a lap down here as Borden will be cleared. 14.69. That'll be the way it works. And there goes Dudley. Dudley this last time by a 10th faster than Casadave, so we'll have to see how that's going to work. Brad Dove in third, sees Milkowicz behind. Milkowicz is in contention here to just save. He's got some rear damage on the back of that truck. You see it dented in on the right-hand side. Let's go up. Maybe. There it is. Let's back up. We're going to take a look at this rear bumper. Got no paint scheme on tonight. And I'm sorry the camera's slow. There it is right there. That TRD Pro bumped in. I don't have a truck right behind him, or I would have gone there. Definitely would have gone there. Casadave 4.2, try to maintain the pace. Last time by again, 31.64, 31.68 for Dudley, 31.93 for Brad Dove. Milkowicz in tow of Brad Dove as they continue to push. Here's a look at the static cams of this racetrack. 35 of 120. And you can run long on this racetrack, but chances are somebody might consider splitting this one into third, so 40-lap sprints, saving a set of tires just in case there's a late race caution. New tires makes this track very slippery, especially when they have a little bit of grip on this racetrack. So, you kind of have to consider, where do you weigh the options here? 25 will be to the inside. Oh, no! Caution should come out here. James Borden involved in that one. Caution comes out, so scratch what I said about tires. They're going to come to pit road now. Here's what happened. The 19 just had a run, and 69 was up in the dirty marbles there. 19 had a run and just barely clipped maybe a little net code clip there, as he was just off pace a little bit there. And that'll be the way it works. So James Borden come around here. I would deem that a racing incident. All right. Drivers coming to pit road. BJ Lane's going to stay out here. All right. I'm clearing black flags. That's what I'm doing. I'm race controlling at the same time. Not bad. Bones coming to pit road. He was your lucky dog there. BJ Lane making some things happen. First caution comes out. BJ Lane's going to be a race leader. He's got a chance to lead some laps here. The pace is going to be drastically different. Casadeve's going to make that work. James Borden had a meatball flag there. We'll have to make sure that I put that in. So he's going to be able to come to pit road. The 99, credit for a lap led, is going to come to pit road. So that's a good opportunity for BJ Lane. Not a bad situation there for him. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Passing it at yellow when a truck is slow. That's a pain in the butt to deal with. So good to see you all out there. If you haven't done so, make sure you reach up there and tell me what's going on. Ryan, that is our new intro for all the leagues. So every league has got their own countdown to green. We were talking about it last week. We've reached out to a lot of people. A lot of people have reached back out, and we've talked to them, but we are looking for a specific Countdown to Green sponsor that we can talk about each and every time. A Countdown to Green is a segment for Signature Esports, and not just for every league, but it is for me. So that way I'm going to start. What I want to do is I want to start the series a few minutes earlier so that we can talk about the racetrack. We could just do more, which I appreciate, and thank everybody for allowing us to be able to do that. And that's just to help us do more when it comes to what we do. All the cool things that are happening. I got to take the Premier Racing Setup logo off there, folks, because we've had some things change. Premier Racing Setups is nothing wrong with Premier Racing Setups. I'm going to tell you that. They just I have a conflict of interest with Premier, and it's not because of Premier. It's because we have a league that has them as a sponsor, and they're going to get their promotional code and all the stuff that that's involved in that. They're going to get all that stuff taken care of for their series. I want to make sure everybody knows that I like PRS setups, and I like what they have and like what they do. So please, by all means, get out there and use Premier Racing Setups, because let's face it, they're just awesome. But Sino Carpets is supposed to be the logo right there, folks, because this is a whole different league. So let me copy this. I got to get up there and make that change real quick, so bear with me. When a caution comes out, we want to make sure that logo is playing correctly, and we thank it. They're going to go green flag racing here. Excuse me. We won't be able to see it, but we'll be able to know if it happens again. So actually, it should show up. We'll be good to go. Green flag. There they go. It's 41. Oh, 19. And the 49. Door bang there a little bit. There's Roberge in tow of the 49 there to the outside. Oh, the 19 gets up into the 49 again. Milkowicz is going to go around. Brad Dove involved. Big wreck out of turn 4. Don here got into the corner. We'll go back and take a look. That logo was supposed to change, so I do apologize about that. Want to make sure we're good there. There it is. There it is. That's how it's supposed to be. All right, Greg Langford coming to pit road. There's that CNL carpets. We're going to go with what's going on with the 19 here on Milkowicz. All right. Oh, right here. We're going to take a look and see who got a passing under. That's Greg. Got a passing under. All right. Yeah. Here's what happened here, folks. We're going to cue this up. This was start of the race right here. 19 had a good restart there with the 49. He's going to straight line enter. 49 just down side by side. Stays high here. Corner exit. Whoa, gets a little free, little net code. It's fine. Still side by side. Big bump coming from the 98 or arrow bump. Oh, the 49 goes to turn in on the 19. And then the 19 gets freed up. So that is actually more on Mr. Dudley there. Trying to turn in. So we'll see what happens to Milkowicz here. Man, what's up, Earl? How you doing, Nick? Good to see you out there. Good to see everybody out there. Much love to you. Hope you're all having a fantastic night. They're getting ready to set up for the corner. And Dudley tried to turn in and just came down into the 19 there a little bit. All right. is going to be a race leader. 49 is going to be second here as Dudley will hold on. You know, those things happen. Life happens. Man, oh man. Lights should be off on the pace truck this time by, I do believe. We'll see him go back at it here. Big old rolling Nashville. Second caution of the race. Cautions do breed cautions. That is a typical saying when it comes to racing in general. But I will say that this one has been pretty fun. Rusty Robinson there. How about Robert? She's in the mix. Brad Dove, tail end of this one, had to come and get his fast repair. one quick fix for all of the drivers. And, you got to appreciate that kind of stuff. 1498 is going to be 49 to the outside. 5 is going to be behind. There's the 47 of Bud Light. Mike up 3. Biggest move of the race is going to be up 10. It's going to be Roberge. Milkowicz coming off pit road. Could have gotten the truck worked on quite a bit here. We'll see if he got a lot of that damage. 26 seconds this last time, so he spent basically a full lap on pit road. Came back in, got about 26 more seconds. We'll see if he's going to be able to drive forward. 23.84 on the iRating for Don Milkowicz in the 19. Drivers are ready. I'm ready. There's door banging action happening here. How about it? Cazenave, Dudley, Roberge, Robinson, Cullison. Restart zone coming up. Green flag. Good restart for the 14 there. Able to leg out here. Again, long run race pace goes to the 49. Able to clear some of the drivers here. Get up 10 is that driver. But I'm going to tell you that Roberge, opportunity knocking for that driver as well. Up 11 spots to second. We'll be side by side with the 49 as they drop into the corner. New tires are going to wear nicely as the 98 gets tight on corner right there. When you bounce it off the corner, that does become an issue. But right now, Roberge all the way down to the bottom side of the racetrack. A good lead for Cazenave here. Cash trying to hold on and lead all but maybe a couple of laps again. The only other lead change we had was B.J. Lane, who came around and led a lap here under caution, able to take care of that. There is Roberge in tow. See the 49 right behind. There's the onboard of the Monster Energy Hoonigan throwback paint scheme for Chris Roberge. Little ode to the Ken Block days. I am a Ken Block fan, always have been. Cazenave just ran the fastest lap of the race, 29.95, 30.22 for that driver ahead. Borden's going to be just ahead of these drivers. Milkowicz coming back to pit road. We'll be looking at what he has going on in just a moment. Cazenave on tow. You see the onboard camera here. My dashboard's going to work. There it is. See the speeds, what gear he's in on the bottom right of your screen there. He is currently holding on to 170 getting into the corner. These trucks all about the rear horsepower. 8 laps down is James Borden. But opportunity for all of the drivers to be able to try to have some fun. Dan Cullison back there in the battle, back there in the heat. We'll see what Bud Light Mike is going to be doing, because Mike is in 5th here. He is trying to hold off Dan Cullison. Cullison across the nose of the 99, who's going to be shortchanged here with Michael Butler behind. Mike on a Sunday drive. That's what he looks like. 160 giggity into the corner as Bud Light Mike caroms out of the corner. Full second here is Roberge and Dudley try to hold on to the top 2 spots. We'll see what's going through the field here. I'm continuing to just drop into drivers like I would normally do. There is B.J. Lane to 3rd. He's going to hold on to that 5 spot. Or, I'm sorry, up 5 spots. He's going to be in 7th here as he tries to clear Butler and try to work his way back forward. Little later taker onto the tires. Going to be tight in that second lane. 8 on the rock. Big drive into the back bumper for the 8. Little wall tap back there for the 74 of Dan DiPaolo. I like Dan. Dan's got some good things. We got a new logo coming from Dan. I've been working on it. Been trying to perfect it because I really want a solid logo for that driver. How about Dudley? Robert Dudley in 3rd. Nose cam on board as we see front straightaway working. Dudley will turn the corner. So James Borden giving up the race line. And Dudley go to work. All right, good times. All right, folks, tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel. How's life working for everybody out there right now? I want to hear your thoughts. And how's the race treating you? Yeah. Am I missing anybody? Who am I missing? All right, there's Roberge. We saw Roberge a moment ago. Gotta go through it again. There's Greg Langford. Come on, Greg, I got you. 07. We're to the high side here. You don't want to get too high on this racetrack because it will get you up into that dirty stuff, and it does not like to give anything when it comes to that race line. Roberge and Dudley about to have a battle here. Thank you to the Beef Jerky Unlimited driver cams tonight. For all the drivers, go to beefjerkyunlimited.com. Make sure that you buy yourself one of those fantastic packages today because everybody needs some beef jerky in their life. That's my opinion. Beef jerky is delicious. Love the driver cams. I love the driver cams. My favorite segment. Thank you, Budgie. Let's go, says Nick Earl. I like being able to let the drivers get out there and personally, showcase who they are, what they look like, and, I think it's a more perfect. Think of it as, the NASCAR cameras where you see the cameras on the drivers inside there. Because, literally, I could be like, all right, well, here's what, where's it at? Here's what that NPC looks like. Here's what that NPC looks like. That's not these people. That's the driver. That's who's virtually controlling. But, it's nice to see what the drivers actually look like. We'll see how that plays out. Absolutely love it. Brett Dove in the middle mix right now. There's a 74 to the bottom side. Dan trying to make some things happen. And Apollo and a little Mountain Dew. Paint scheme there. 69 to the bottom side. Dan's got a company out there. It is a card company. And he sells high-grade sports cards and memorabilia on eBay. Similar to our friends over at Maximus Sports Cards. He delves into a lot of single things. So I'm glad to be able to excuse me. I'm glad to be able to see more sports cards, more trading card companies out there because let's face it, that's what we like. Right now, a little free back here for the 49. Roberge going tire saving mode. Drivers will think about pit road somewhere around lap 80, 85. That'll give them a 35 lap sprint to the end. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. 98, we'll see the 49 on corner exit. Dudley might drop in, might hold on to it. Oh, 98 all the way to the bottom side. Woo! So, Roberge runs middle portion of the race line in 1 and 2. Now dropping around, trying to put some dirty air on the 49. Butler and Cullison were working some things out. Butler giving some love to Dan, and Dan giving some love back to Mike about their contact. They're good. Let's have at it. Cazenave trying to extend over Roberge and Dudley. As they go, we're halfway through this race, and as we do, it is that time to give our main love to sponsors of this series once again. Right back.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Big shout out to Alan Tillery and Buchanan Resort for sending the commercials over to us. I will vocally say this because I get hit every week with a a monetization, a shared monetization thing with the Go Bananas Chevy commercial that you see right there, which is something you're going to see on national television every once in a while. But that is a commercial he sent directly to me. I do have permission to use that camera from Alan Tillery Auto and their employees and staff over there. So just remember that sometimes things just don't go your way. You got to take care of business. You got to take care of business. Dudley goes to second here over Roberge. Roberge able to back up the corner. Robinson having a great night. But like Mike holding on to fifth here up 4. Roberge can just continue to push forward. He'll be fine. Just gonna back up the corners and take your time. This track is all about backing up those race lines, and it's a ton of fun to be able to watch these drivers showcase the talent they have in this truck series. And I know that a lot of people are prone to certain manufacturers out there. I love the racing the Xfinity Series cars bring, but there is nothing like these trucks when it comes to the pace that you have with the aero updates that they've had recently. It's been a wonderful truck to drive. So I'm pretty happy about it. I hope to see more out of it. There is DiPaolo behind Brad Dove. The 1500 I-rated drivers will be side by side out of the corner. And Dove extends just a little bit. They're trying to play catch up. There's BJ Lane in front of Brad Dove. There are 6 spots to the loss here for the 25. As Dove goes to work, you'll see the camera on. It's on exciting mode, so things are switching around. They're going to do their thing. I'm going to refill. I got to refill my drink real quick, which is a nice cup of coffee here with the old Electrovert coffee cup that Jess has given me to use, and it's awesome. It's because I give my merch away to my kids and to Jess. So my tumbler is sitting with Jess. Or actually, Austin has the water tumbler. So either way, it's all good. We appreciate it. I'm right back. I'm going to refill my drink as these drivers go to work. We'll keep an eye on what's happening here in just a moment. Got ourselves a good little battle right here. Been watching for a couple of moments as I've gotten a couple of messages that I had to answer. So I do apologize to the folks out there boarding on pit road right now as Giggy number coming down. Cazenave is going to be out front, 2.9 seconds. And, 2.97. And starting to close in is Dudley here, trying to close in. Last time by around about a quarter second faster than Cazenave. BJ Lane on a different cycle here, trying to short pit his way forward. He's out there running. He can make it all the way to the end. And taking that third set of tires, or sorry, the second set of tires, and trying to catch up some of that time that he's going to need toward the end of this race. And right now, ahead of steam for the 99 as BJ Lane goes to work. Who on board this driver here? He gets on the front straight away. It's going to be one lap down to the field right now. Bones is going to be the first driver off the close to being off the lead lap. He's got about about 10 seconds between he and the leader. Bones. This is of course BJ Lane to third, putting in the energy. Got himself a good looking race line right now. But like Mike coming to pit road as we speak as well. Here's what a pit stop looks like from Mike. As 84 of 120 ticked away here. Mike is good on the long haul. You see him stop. You see the right sides go up. It'll get those tires taken care of. Clean the wheel shit off. Take a drink. Left sides will go up. And he is ready to go. You just got to make sure that there's no speeding there as he gets himself out of pit road here. And he'll be off. It'll be the 47. Brad Dove's going to be off 6, up to 9th here. Had a top 3 truck earlier. Now is having to work on getting that truck put to use here. We'll see what these drivers do. He might be thinking about coming to pit road at some point as well. We'll see as it works. 86 of 120. Final pit stops for the drivers. If they go the entire length of the 50 to 52 laps, will be somewhere around the next 3 to 5 laps. I think most of the drivers are going to see. There's 25. Roberge is going to be coming to pit road this time by, so we'll see the D4 cam drop in. Roberge doing the thing. Roberge is a silver and bronze medalist for Canada for the formal Special Olympics out there. We love that guy. He's the nicest guy that you're going to meet when it comes to iRacing and just in general. He makes you want to just do better. It's that guy. Cazenave coming to pit road as well. He's going to be dropping in for his final pit stop. Dudley's going to lead a couple of laps here as we'll see Cazenave make that work. Wrong camera. Dudley right there. Takes over the lead. Going to get himself a lap led here. It's a 6-second lead over Rusty Robinson. Dan Cullison Bones on pit road. BJ Lane to third. Coming around is going to cycle around a few of these drivers. We'll see if he'll cycle the pit stop here as it would work. Go back to the main screen here so you guys can see what's going on. I appreciate the folks. Cazenave. Slow pit stop for him. Takes a little longer. Joe Flack coming around is gonna make that pass on Cazenave. BJ Lane's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna be up to speed right behind Michael Butler, who's in second. This is gonna be a battle of attrition when it comes to the 99. So as things would cycle, Dudley comes to pit road. Dudley coming down. Butler's gonna come around. Butler could lead a lap here as well. as BJ Lane gets himself back on the lead lap. He'll have Kazanave 2 3/4 behind him. 31 flat for BJ Lane the last time by. So he's going to want to capitalize on that, as the 8 car will be behind. And there's the 07 of Greg Langford in second. He's Kazanave behind. Kazanave drops to the bottom side. There's the 74 of Dan DiPaolo. DiPaolo, 30 laps to go. We'll see 3 drivers still out there. BJ Lane the third, trying to work his way forward. Dudley coming off pit road. We'll have to get up to speed. Kazanave behind a couple of drivers here. We'll have Dudley a little closer than what he has seen. Butler's coming to pit road. See a lot of drivers right here try to shank the outside lane. 8 down to the bottom. Great race line by all those drivers. A lot of congestion here as Dudley tries to close back into Kazanave. And Greg Langford out there to lead a lap is going to be stuck in a rock and a hard spot. And we'll think about pit road this next time by. BJ Lane the third, being tracked down by Scott Kazanave. Wants to get that extra bonus point here for leading a lap. Langford still out there. Would need BJ Lane needs Langford to pit this time by. He's going to do so. And now BJ will have to hold on to the lead for 4 corners here to be able to make that happen. Greg Langford still on the lead lap. If he can get to pit road and execute, we'll have the freshest tires out there. Brad Dove came out on 86. Apollo came out on 91. So did Michael Butler. Butler taking a full set. DiPaolo, I think, took right sides only. Langford in on pit road. BJ Lane to third. Trying to get credit for a lap led. I still don't think that he did. I think he's in the lead now, but I don't think he led that lap. The 14 will take over the lead here pretty easily, as the 99 will work the high side here. Gave the race line to Kazanave, and where Greg Langford's pit box was. Langford will come off pit road. Bones will make the pass on him. So Langford will get up to speed. 15 seconds on his pit stop. Kazanave runs to 30.58. Here comes the 49. Dudley runs his fastest lap of the race last time by. 30.04. Oh, 99 up to the wall. Hold on to it, BJ. BJ down to the bottom side. Kazanave will make it 95 this time by. But a good race, been calm and quiet. Milkowicz out of the race. Borden's going to be in 14th here. DiPaolo's going to be on pit road and serving final green flag pit stop for that driver. Langford 92 when he came in. Dudley came out on 89. 2 lap fresher tires for over Kazanave here, as Roberge looks to try to close in on the 99 for a top 3. BJ Lane trying what he can to have a good pace out of this one. See, they'll bring you 25 laps to go, and you'll have to see just how much the 99 or the 98 duke it out here. We'll see if the 98 can close in any of that gap. Right now, Dudley is closing in on Scott Kazanave here. 0.6 of a second difference here. Only 2 lap difference on tires. But I'm going to tell you that clean air is the big advantage here. Dan on pit road, I do believe, might have actually got a penalty. He did. Too fast entering. And we'll clear his black flag there. And we'll come back out. Going to be 3 laps down. Roberge. To third, as Bud Light Mike is in tow. Roberge up 10 spots. Dudley up 8. In 49, still trying to track down that 14. 14 having some company, as Dudley's had to work through the field and work through it a couple of times and try to get this on pace. A good race so far. Next week, this league is going to go to some of the best. Going to have some of the best opportunity to knock down the walls of Chicago. That's where they're going to be at next week. Lucas Oil IRP after that, then Las Vegas for the championship race. So three weeks left in this series. Then they will no doubt probably look for a September restart date. We'll see. We'll see if they'll take a couple of weeks off or they get right back to it. Late Models has 2 weeks left. They're going to be in Martinsville this next week, then Lucas Oil the following week on Wednesday nights, and then we're going to be over with our good friends at Them 500. Half second now closed down to 4/10 of a second as Cazenave utilizes all of the racetrack. I do believe that we're going to be looking at a whole different ball of wax next week. Michael Butler came out on 91 out there in front of Brad Dove. Dove 17 seconds now with 20 to go. We'll see Cazenave and Dudley. 1-2, Dudley closing in. Utilizing the banks here at Nashville Super Speedway to make this one work. Nashville Super Speedway, a highlight of what NASCAR goes to, and an absolute blast of a racetrack to drive here on iRacing. I encourage you to get out there to iRacing.com and make sure that we take a look at all that. Folks, give me a number out there. I want to know what the number is. I need a random number. 1 through 15. Be a random number, 1 through 15. First one wins. All right. Dudley closing in. Let's see what a quarter second. It's very tough to pass here on a little bit older tire. But there's enough for Racing 3. All right, Chris Roberge. You're going to use Chris Roberge's name when you sign up for iRacing.com. It's going to help him. It's going to help you. And that's a referral bonus for it. That's how you spell his name. That's the driver you're going to be looking up. Chris Roberge. The nicest Canadian that you'll ever meet. Hold on to the night. All right, we got to refresh SDK because it's not loading the trucks for me, and I'm not happy about it. There it is. All right. Number 3. We're going to do that every race, so I need to figure out a better way to do that. Cazenave trying to even the pace out between he and Dudley. A little clean air doing himself some justice. Going to be 16 laps to go here as the battle for the lead heats up. Roberge cleared by a little bit. Bud Light Mike. 74 all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. Hold on to it, Dan. And a little bit fresher tire than the drivers in front of him. He got a little free off turn 4. Looks to be fine, though. We'll see if he's going to utilize the high line here. He might try to drive around the outside of the 47. He's going to do so. 74 utilizing that existential fresher tire to be able to drive a little bit faster than these drivers. We're talking about his lap times about what the race leader is right now. As Dan tries to work his pace around, about half second faster than some of the other drivers around there. Cazenave and Dudley separated by a 10th here. Next fastest driver on the racetrack is going to be the 8 truck here of Michael Butler. Butler, 15 laps to go, needs a little bit extra pace. BJ Lane still on the lead lap, came on 76 as the older tires out there, and his pace about 1/10 of a second off of what Butler is. We'll see what Butler does here as he gets to the back bumper to the 99. Butler might drop to the inside. BJ Lane doing a great job here of just trying to make sure he stays inside the top 10. Dove, the next driver, who's about 6 seconds off of that pace. So Brad Dove has Joe Flack behind him. Flack came it on 89. 3-lap fresher tires for the 91 to the 25. Cazenave. Thank you, Budgie, for the numbers. I appreciate you. There's James Borden on the bottom side of the racetrack. It's going to get tight. Whoa! He's good, though. So hold on to it. Come on, James. He's one of our driver cams, too. That's Scott. Where's he at? That's Dove. Is he a 5 cam? There he is. There's James. He's, they call him J-Dog. He is the no-quit attitude, and he works for Walmart. That's a thankless job. You know, there's a lot of thankless jobs out there. Your trash collector, your delivery drivers, your Uber drivers, your judges, your police officers, nurses, doctors, of course. I know they get paid a lot of money, but your local Walmart employee deals with a lot of crap. So hats off to Walmart employees. You know what I mean? That your local grocery stores. And your Dollar General employees. Hats off to the Walmart employees. That's what I'll say. Yeah. All right, Cassidy is going to be out front. Dudley trying to get a close second here. Had the time, and now maybe having to back down the tires here a little bit. There's Bones in front of him. Bones keeping on 87 level tires with Cassidy. So this would be a natural pass if it were to happen. Bones can fight to stay on the lead lap. He is trying to track down Greg Langford, who's got a little bit newer tire than the drivers ahead of him. The 07 gets around the 91. Greg Langford, he's the 25. And when I mean he's got newer tires, it's by about 6 laps. And 6 lap fresher tires, that's a huge momentum for the difference here. If he's saved his tires, which it looks like he has. And Butler working. Roberge to third. Going to catch up to some of that pace in front of him. 74 to the inside, 3 wide. Whoa, that was sketch. 74 again. Newer tires for Dan. And James Borden was trying to work around the 69 there as well. And James doing a great job of trying to make that happen. All right, back here to Dove and Langford. Langford trying to make the pass on the outside. Greg Langford side by side with Dove as they come out of the corner. Dove a little bit tighter there on the inside. 07 going to be able to pull ahead. We'll see how the corner gets here for Greg Langford. 25 drops into the bottom side, trying to deliver the defense here. As these drivers exit, they'll be door to door. 07, great pass on the outside. 25 trying to stay out of the back bumper. Was almost clear and almost cleared himself, but did a great job. Great avoidance by Dove there to hold on. And Langford makes the pass of the newer tires inside the top 10. BJ Lane the third, the next driver he is looking for. 7 laps to go. Cazenave, 1/8 of a second lead. Just backing up the corner, trying to maintain the gap, trying to maintain the pace. Bones, first driver off the lead lap. Joe Flack, the next driver, looking for some pace. There's the 25 right behind the 07 of Greg Langford. This is the tire eater. These concrete racing surfaces absolutely showcase some good racing, that's for darn sure. The next week at Chicagoland, there might be a surprise in store. Might be a surprise in store for next week. It depends on if I can get somebody to, well, you know, if I can get a voice, it might be a surprise next week. We'll see. 14, 49, 98, 5, 12 is going to be your top 5. Dan Collison rebounding to a top 5 night here after having so much fun that it's almost unbearable. Butler trying to close back into Bud Light Mike, who's right ahead of him, just down into the straightaway here. Dan Collison in 3 and 4. He can see these two drivers. There's 4 laps to go here as Cazenave goes to work. Now trying to hold off 1 1/4 of Dudley. Scott had a lot of practice this week, and he had a lot of time. And that'll make it where Dudley's going to be in second. Chris Roberge is going to be in third. as these drivers are out of the corner. 3 laps to go. Cassidy to Dudley, Roberge, Robinson, Cullison. Been a night, it's been a good week. It's been some good iRacing. And we're going to have some more iRacing tomorrow night. We're going to be back with the AMP Racing Series, little Cup Series racing tomorrow. It'll be a ton of fun to be able to call that one. And they are, you believe, I got to see where they're at. Hold on, do you? I forgot where they're at. So sorry. I think they're in Nashville. I think they're here. White flag waves, final lap. It has been pretty darn fantastic race here. These drivers have really turned it on. Yeah, they're at Nashville. So we got Nashville back-to-back days. We got Nashville tomorrow night as well on this series. AMP is ready to go. Pretty happy to see what's going to happen there. But Scott Casadave, yeah, I think it's Nashville. Yeah, Nashville Super Speedway next week for AMP Racing, or tomorrow. But Casadave gets the win here today, here in the Hrt2Heart Truck Series. It has been a good old-fashioned slobber knocker, as old JR would say back in the day. I remember wrestling back in the day. Scott Casadave, Robert Dudley, Roberge gets the final podium position here, up 10 spots. Robinson, Cullison, your top 5, but like Michael Butler, Greg Langford, BJ Lane to 3rd, and then Dove finishes inside the top 10. Good race. It was a good race. Casadave will celebrate here. 14 will come home in victory lane. Here's your race results. And thank you to AlanTilleryAuto.com, Steak and Shake, and of course, Seattle Carpets, along with our good friends over at Buchanan Resort. Thank you, Budgie. Appreciate you. Nate, I saw your chat there, but it was a little too late. I had to get my plans in order for the final 3, so it's how it is. Casadave, Dudley, Roberge, your top 3. Robinson, Cullison, and old Mike out there through 6. Butler, Langford, BJ Lane to 3rd. We'll finish at 9th with Dove in 10th. Flack, Peters, DiPaolo, Borden, Milkowicz will be your top 15. It is the end of that race. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes there, folks, when it comes to the things that I have to do in the midst of all this, especially when I'm searching for a few different things to make sure this thing looks proper for everybody. I don't mean to miss anything, but I don't mean to go any further than that. That's the victory. It is the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Casadave burns it down. Big old fist pump right there at the end of that. All good things must come to, well, you know, the funness that it is. He just blew it up. He blew the engine. Let's see. We've got the... Yeah, I think that's going to show. Hold on. It's supposed to show it all. Bam, bam, bam. There it is. We'll talk to him. We are going to talk to him. We're going to talk to him all. OBS, and also OBS just had an update today, and everything is, well, not everything, but some big portions of some things are different as well. So it's not fun. I'm having to relearn where some things are when it comes to OBS. So it was been a little slow today on that. All right. I'm waiting for him. He's on camera. I don't encourage you to vape, folks. Scott Cazenave is going to be your race winner today, and all about having to hold off Dudley there at the end. He had some good long run race pace, and bit of 2 laps later came out real close to you, and I only attribute that to you just didn't have the pit stop that you needed. Took an extra couple of seconds there, and that's what helped close down that pace. Man, what a long run you had. You put in a lot of practice today.
No, I did a little bit this week. We did a practice race, 30 lapper, and then we did another one just messing around. And today I didn't even want to get in there. I just wanted to take a break and focus tonight. When I did my pit stop, I was right there at the flag and it wasn't doing nothing, and I had to just back up just I guess an inch, and it started working. It started giving me my tires and stuff. So that's what happened right there.
Well, dang old triggers. That's what it is.
But I thought I was right on the flag, and it wasn't doing anything, and I had to back up just a tad, and it started changing my tires and stuff.
Man, oh man. Well, I mean,
But yeah, I was worried
you.
about Dudley there for a minute, and I was like, you know what, I ain't gonna rearview mirror. I'm just gonna do my race and do me, and I started pulling away a little bit again.
Sometimes it's about managing the gap and just hitting your rhythm. And I think that's one of the things that that you have to focus on as a driver, not just as a driver, but as somebody who gets into the competitive leagues or gets into just the moment you start staring at that back bumper, you don't trust the spotter, you don't trust the system. You start second guessing your line. You start overdriving a little bit. And it just goes to show that sometimes it's just all about rhythm.
That's right. I after I come out of the pit after the pit stop there, I was kind of off my rhythm, and I was trying to fight through traffic a little bit. I think I came out 7th, and I was coming through traffic. I didn't really feel like I was going anywhere fast, and I kept watching my relative, and finally I hit 3rd, and I seen him pitting, and I was like, well, I got to get a couple good laps here, and I still fought some traffic, and he came out. It was pretty close to me, but it was a good race there. I don't know. I had a great truck, and I could get around Nashville, man. It just felt good.
I tell you,
If you want me to tell you the secret to everybody, I'll tell them. I was driving that baby in and then braking. I wasn't just rolling through there.
I will tell you
I would brake really hard going in there to keep the truck low, let it settle down, and then I would just gas off. It was just fast.
This was a battle of attrition, and that's what it was tonight. We like to hear it. BJ was probably cursing you there a little bit. He finally gets the lead, and you pass him in the next corner. We only have 4 lead changes here tonight, and you led 114 laps. That's a lot to lead. I guess to show clean air and due diligence it makes it worth it.
Yeah, I think I got all 3 bonus points tonight too, because I know I had the fastest lap.
49.950 flat. That's how that works.
Okay, and I led the most laps, so I know that's 2. So.
And you're the pole sitter. Oh yeah. That's wow. Now you got the biggest mover of the race. That's Roberge. He's
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was coming. He was like way back there, and he was coming. He's a good driver. All these guys are good. I just felt good tonight. The truck just fit. I knew what to do with it. Like I said, I would drive it in and hit the brakes.
Yep.
I wasn't just rolling in. I would drive that thing in hard. And after that that second run, that long one, my tires were still at 70%. So I felt pretty good. It felt good. And I was driving the heck out of it. Like I said, I'd drive it in and brake just to keep it down there. And then I just, punch it coming off.
This track is I tell people you're out of the throttle more so than you are in the throttle. And the speeds show that up for darn sure. Scott, much love, man. You get a victory here. You're going to start at the tail end of the field next week. That's it's a big track to be starting at the tail end of the field.
Yeah. It'd be all right.
I would much rather be starting at the tail end of the field at this track than at Chicagoland.
sometimes it's works out for your advantage. So we'll see. It'll be all right.
It happens. All right, points leader coming into today's race. Points leader leaving. Looking for that championship for this year. Scott, give your shout outs, man.
Much love to you, man. Everybody I race with. My daughter, I know she's out there watching. Abby, I love you, girl. Alan Tillery, for sponsoring me everything they do. Bobby Joe and BJ, everybody who does everything here. Just all the guys I race with, man. Uh, it was a great race.
It was fun. It was a lot. It was a calm race. That's what I'm going to call it. That's how
Yeah.
these ones play out sometimes. To be a calm race. Absolutely a blast, man. I look forward to seeing you next week, man.
All right. Thank you, man. Much love, Jason.
Much love. That's Scott. And the old 14 comes home in victory lane. P2 is going to be this guy, Mr. Dudley, the Dudleyestness, the guy that puts on a show, the guy that puts on everything that he can. And phenomenal race tonight from you. And you were trying, and you even pitted 2 laps later. He had a kerfuffle. He was fast today. You were fast as well. You had long run race pace. Were you just trying to push it there a little bit to catch up to him, and maybe just a little too hard?
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's all about tire management here. And that last green flag run, that last pit stop, first 10, 12 laps, that I just pretty much burned my tires up. Got to his rear end, and after that, it was pretty much over. I ran it too hard.
Well, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, you're there, and you have good enough pace there to keep yourself away from Roberge, and had to go through the field a little bit today. There was a lot of talk about at the beginning of the races, watching drivers just battle and practice with this racetrack. Then come race time, it just seemed like everything clicked for everybody. You had a clean race.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, these concrete tracks, they'll burn your tires up. Just like I said, and also you use your brakes here a lot more than a lot of people think. I heard Scott say he was going hard in the corners. I was doing the same thing and using the brake and just letting it roll through the corners about halfway, 3/4 towards the end of the run, and pretty much run pretty consistent lap times doing that. But yeah, you use your brakes a lot more than what people think you would.
It's one of the things about this racetrack that I like the most. Being able to I call this track a driver's track, and because it's similar to some of the short tracks you see out there. This one runs the 170-mile-an-hour pace, but it also shows up when it comes to fuel mileage, fuel cycle, just everything that you have to do with it. And you guys showed up tonight and did just that. What's kind of one of the takeaways from this racetrack that you like to see from it? Because I know that there's talk about the next schedule. You're going to be, I'm sure you guys are going to want to see this one back.
Yeah, I like this track. I like pretty much all the cookie cutter tracks. Uh, this track and a lot of Chicagoland, it's a rhythm track. If you I could lost my rhythm and not hitting my marks a couple times, and you'll lose 2-3 tenths. You lose your rhythm and not hit your marks like that. And I did that a couple times, and that's why I lost a lot of time to Scott.
Yeah, you're still fast here. I know you guys are battling for a championship. You got a couple of races left. Chicagoland's going to be next week. It's another track that carries a lot of speed and does eat the tires more than drivers think. What are you looking forward to next week?
I pretty much hopefully the same thing tonight. Get on this podium. Like I said, it's been a battle. 3 races. I've had 3 bad races, like I said, in last year and beginning of this year. It's all about consistency. Scott's had the consistency and hadn't had any bad finishes, and I got in some couple of unfortunate situations and put me behind the 8 ball. But I'm not giving up. 3 races left.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of points up for grabs. That's for darn sure. Mr. Dudley, it's always a pleasure, man. Everybody gets to look at the old pup there as well. It's a ton of fun to always have you up here. Give you shout outs, brother.
I'll give you a shout out to you and Signature Esports for putting on a great broadcast like usual. Also all the admin of the league and all the sponsors who's contributes for us to do this every Saturday. I'd like to thank the ALS Association Alabama chapter for allowing me to fly their logo and honor my sister. Thank my dad, who watches every weekend. My beautiful fiance, Nancy, who watches and supports me. My cousin's up there in Nashville who watches, him and Brian, Danielle, his wife. My big cousin El Paso, Texas, who, matter of fact, just became a detective up there in the police department. Give a shout out to them and all the fans who watch every weekend. And just pray for America tonight. I don't get political, don't like to, but just pray for America tonight and roll tide.
Much love, Dudley. Couldn't have said it better myself. Brother, we will see you again this next week.
You too. You all take care.
That is Robert Dudley coming home in P number 2, P3, hard fought night. Biggest mover of the race, of course, the patented Roberge Award is what I would like to call it. I gotta roll backwards here to this one right here. We'll go quarter speed. We'll turn it here. Roberge. Sorry, Roberge. I had to fix the stream because the session ended and I couldn't roll backwards. So, dude, P3, man.
Yeah, it was a tough battle from 11th all the way up to 3rd. It's not a bad race. It was a good race.
What was your biggest struggle? We'll call it biggest struggle of the race tonight.
Just trying to keep my car truck clean, trying to avoid wrecks. I think I just got nicked by one of the vehicle trucks that went sideways, and I think I just got a little left damage on my fender there. I think that's what slowed me down a teeny bit too, because I think I had like 20 some odd seconds left to repair, but I didn't use it, so I just try and get where I can and hang in there in top 3.
Well, top 3 night, you're fast every week. I know that you're in the hunt for part of this championship as well. What is the mindset? When you're getting close to the end of a season? I know we've watched it with Chop Shop, we've watched it with this series, we've watched you in the Signature Esports series, we've watched you throughout all kinds of different leagues on this platform, of course. What is the mindset when you're getting close to the end of a season and you know that you need to just kind of get a little bit more?
I just gotta get faster on some other tracks and try to save tires and save my truck too. Just to be consistent most of the race and try and get the fastest lap, the most laps, get a pole at least, get some bonus points that will help a bit too.
The biggest part about what you do is you're really good about moving through the field. And we talk about whether you qualify or not. It's always the what we call the Roberge Award, where you have a tendency to try to be the biggest mover of the race. That's just a common thing for you, right?
Yeah, it's the most common now because I'm in a different league. I just might as well just start qualifying just to get up there and try and do the best I can in my ability, as much as I could.
Well, this was a race for the ages, man, and big congratulations to you. I call you the nicest Canadian for a reason. If you guys don't believe me, hold on. I gotta change that over to that. It even says it on his actual the nicest Canadian. I like it. Roberge, much love, man. Tell me your shout outs and dude, congrats on a P3.
Yes, thank you so much. Big shout out to Century Esports here for broadcasting this up from day one all through. Yeah, great broadcasting there. Big shout out to Hrt2Heart Racing here for letting me join with them. I joined like 3 years of racing with them, and I like racing with them. They're really good clean drivers, and learning from them too. Big shout out to Chop Chop Racing here. Been racing with them for a while. They taught me some things a year. Um, got some championship out of that too now. So, and a big shout out to my godson Frank. He's getting big there. He starts to just slowly crawl now, but not quite. Start walking, but not quite yet. But he's getting there, and big support on my way.
Brother, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you do. And, of course, and always, I will see you. Man, I'm not going to see you for a couple of days through. I won't see you till next week. At the end of
Yes,
the week.
next Friday.
That I forgot. We don't have any Truck Series stuff going on. Dang it. All right,
I don't know. I might stop in and say hi to you on Monday if you want me to.
Yeah. Every day. I want everybody to stop in as many times as they so choose to. Thank you, Roberge. I appreciate you, of course.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Be good, brother. I will see you next Friday.
Yep, see you next Friday.
That's Chris Roberge. Roberge, however you want to say his name, he's just nice. He's the absolute legend that he is, and we appreciate him. Much love to the drivers. Cassidy gets the victory here today, as it was good. Prayers for Alan. Tried your best, buddy. Brother, I was hoping to see you get up there. Let's go, Scott, out there. Congrats to Scott through the chats. Congrats to all the drivers for putting on a great show. This was a good race. It was a battle of tires and strategy, which is my favorite kind of race. We like to see it. We like to see what these drivers can do. Again, thank you to Buchanan Resort. Thank you to AlanTilleryAuto.com. Thank you to Steak and Shake. Thank you to Seeing All Carpets, old Greg Langford out there. And, of course, and always, thank you to iRacing.com. That's where you can sign up. You're going to use Chris Roberge's name to be able to make sure that you're gonna give a referral bonus to old Chris over there. We care about these leagues. We care about the drivers. We care about what they do. And, of course, and always care about all of their sponsors and what they do. We also care about our sponsors. I want a big special thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited, Chop Shop Racing, and, of course, Mandarood Racing. You see the logos on the bottom right. Search Performance is an iRacing team out there that I absolutely put my name behind because they are truly about that team camaraderie and building up drivers, and we appreciate them. Greg Langford also sponsors us, 757-536-5155 at Seattle Carpets. If you're in the Virginia, Northern Outer Banks, North Carolina area, make sure that the Outer Banks, North Carolina area, make sure that you go and you give him a call for that luxury vinyl plank. And thank you, of course, and always to our good friends over at National TV Sales and Rental. Without them, this thing never would have started many years ago. And they've been a good partner with us over here to be able to make sure that we continue striving to do bigger things and to be able to become the best. I wouldn't just call it broadcast. We just want to be a gaming platform, folks. That's what we want to do. Also, I agree with Dudley. You guys lay your heads down tonight. I don't care what your deity is, if you have one or you don't have one. Just say some kind words for your fellow friends and your fellow Americans or fellow countrymen, regardless of where you're from. I say it every week, and I mean it. You need to be kind to each other because all this hate in this world is absolutely ridiculous. You can get out here and race and damage some fake vehicles, and that could be the way that you take care of your aggression. Don't go out there and do anything dumb. Folks, much love. Be safe. Yep, there it is. Budgie met me with it. Much love to you. She knows my catchphrases. Much love. Be safe. Be good. Be safe. But kind of order, that's the most important thing out there. Folks, we'll see you tomorrow for some AMP Racing Cup Series. It'll be a good time. See you in the next one. Peace.